Hello, welcome back to Whisky Wednesday. Another Wednesday, another whisky review with me, Joe. So, I have been wanting to review this whisky for a while now, and it is the Benromach Port Pipes, the Origins Batch 4. Now, this is a 10-year-old whisky, fully matured in port barrels, and it's also lightly peated to a specification of 8 ppm, that's phenol parts per million. Distilled in 2003, bottled in 2013, bottled at 50%, and as I say, completely matured in port barrels. Now that is quite unusual. You don't find that many fully port matured whisky, and it's one of the reasons that I bought this bottle. There's a lot of port finished whiskies, port married whiskies, etc., but there's really not that many port cask matured, fully matured whiskies. Now, Benromach is a little Speyside distillery, one of the smallest in Scotland. All their distilling apparatus is done in one room. Everything's done in one room, and there's only 2 distillers that work in the actual distillery, so it's such a small little family operation. The actual distillery is owned by Gordon and MacPhail, and they make whiskey at Benromach in the pre-1960s style. So before the 1960s, the Speyside style was actually a tad smokier than it is today. When you think of Speyside today, you think of light, you think of fruity, you think of really easy going. Before the 1960s, there was a little bit more smokiness, a little bit more peatiness to the barley. So when they choose the barley to be malted for Benromach whiskies, they're very specific that they want it in this kind of slightly more peaty style. Now this one is actually stated that it's 8 ppm, so they put a higher peat level on it than their normal 10-year-old, I believe. Now they've done a few of the Origins ones. Now the Origins they do them in batches, and the idea behind the Origins, it's exploring the differences that different kind of characteristics bring to a whisky. So this is done in port pipes and it's 8 ppm. They've done other Origin series where they've done a particular type of barley or a particular type of sherry cask or a different type of peating level. So it's exploring what the difference is, the different kinds of things you can do with whiskey which will bring out certain flavours. I hope you got what I meant there. So yeah, let's get straight to the nose. Colour-wise, natural colour. It's got a kind of slightly pink tint to it. I hope you can see the kind of slightly pink tint, and that'll be coming from the port cask. Let's give it a nose. Now on the nose, I do get a lot more peat than I'd expect from a Speyside whisky. There's a kind of a distinct saltiness. Now, particular flavour notes, I'd get a salty licorice, salted Vimto, plums, kind of really, really overripe, ultra-ripe strawberries. So there's a lot of fruitiness there, but it's kind of overripe fruitiness. That kind of licorice comes back. Do you know the little blackjack sweets? So blackjacks. And also I do get vanilla coming through. That's from the oak. Really, really nice. I mean, let's have a look at what it says in the bottle. Yeah, it's on the bottle, it's saying kind of like ripe cherry, toasted malt. Do get that fruitiness with it. Right, let's give it a taste. Now on the taste, you can definitely tell it's 50%. There's definitely a bite to it. There's definitely some spiciness, and it tastes different to a lot of Speyside whiskies that I've tried before. I remember the Benromach 10 was one of the first whiskies I ever reviewed for Whisky Wednesday. So Benromach has a little soft spot in my heart, and I really should be buying a couple more bottles of their kind of other in their range. Taste-wise for this, there's quite a lot of sweetness there. There's quite a lot of fruitiness. Has that spice. Need another taste to get some more flavours. There's a kind of quite a salty smokiness, very nutty. So I'm getting roasted hazelnuts, chestnuts, and then there's always kind of chocolatey note, chocolatey, fruity, sweetness comes through. Really chocolatey. Lots of cherries, lots of strawberries, blackcurrant. Again, that kind of fizzy Vimto note comes through. Let's give it one more try for a few more flavour notes and a finish. The finish, I definitely get that kind of port influence. I'm getting blackberries, I'm getting lots and lots of kind of sweet fruitiness in the finish. But then it is dry as well, that kind of smoky saltiness just dries it out as well. It's a really, really, really well balanced whiskey. Really interesting. It's only about 40 quid a bottle as well, £40 a bottle. So, value for money. If you want something really interesting, it'd be a great gift to buy someone. If they were really into their whiskey and you knew they'd tried loads and loads of different whiskies, this would probably be a very, very safe bet, because not that many people have tried fully port cask matured whiskey with a peating level as well. So it's a really good gift for a real whiskey enthusiast. And that's the reason I bought it. I bought it for the fact that it was fully port matured. Score-wise, I'm giving that a solid 7.5 out of 10. Really, really good whiskey. And now I've reviewed it, I'm going to, I think, quite quickly finish off that bottle, share it with some friends. That's why I've had the bottle for ages, and I just haven't got around to reviewing it because I wanted to save it to review. So yeah, 7.5 out of 10 for the Benromach Origins 4 Port Pipes 10-year-old, 50%, 8 ppm. Please share the video, let me know what you think. If you've tried any Benromach before, leave me a comment. Pardon me, and I will see you next week, guys. Cheers, bye bye.